Can you hear the drums, Orlando? I remember long ago another starry night like this. In the firelight, Orlando, you were humming to yourself and softly strumming your guitar. I could hear the distant drums and sounds of bugle calls were coming from afar. They were closer now, Orlando. Every hour, every minute seemed to last eternally. And I was so afraid, Orlando. They were young and full of life, and none of us prepared to die. And I'm not afraid to say the roar of guns and cannons almost made me cry. And there was something in the air that night, the stars so bright, Orlando. They were shining there for you and me, for liberty, Orlando. Though we never thought that we could lose, there's no regret. And if I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Orlando. And if I had to do the same again, I would, my friend Orlando.
Come apace, good Audrey, I will fetch up your goats, Audrey. And how, Audrey, am I the man yet? Doth my simple features content you?
Oh, your features? Well, Lord warrant us. What features?
I am here with thee and thy goats, as the most capricious poet. Honest Ovid was amongst the Goths.
Knowledge ill inhabited, worse than Jove in a thatched house.
When a man's verses cannot be understood, nor a man's good wit, second under the forechild, understanding it strikes a man more dead than a great reckoning in a little room. Truly I wish the gods had made thee poetical.
I don't know what poetical means. Okay, is it honest in word and in deed? Yeah, is it a true thing? Huh?
No, truly, for the truest of poets are the most feigning. And lovers are given to poetry, and what they swear in poetry may be said as lovers as they do feign.
Do you wish then that the gods had made me poetical?
I do truly, for if thou swearest to me thou art honest. Now if thou were a poet, I might have some hope thou didst feign.
Oh, would you not have me honest?
I would truly, unless thou were hard favoured. For honesty coupled to beauty is to have honey a source to sugar.
A material fool.
Well, I'm not fair, so I pray the gods make me honest.
Indeed, and to cast honesty upon a foul slut was to put good meat into an unclean dish.
I am not a slut. No. Though, I thank the gods I am fair.
Well, praise be the gods for thy foulness. Sluttishness may come hereafter. But, be it as it may, I will marry thee into then, and I have been with Sir Oliver Martex, the vicar of the next village, who hath promised to meet us into this place and to couple us.
Oh, well, the gods give us joy.
Amen!
I would fain see this meeting.
Here comes Sir Oliver now. Sir Oliver, you are well met. Shall you dispatch us under the tree, or shall we go off with you to your chapel?
Is there none here to give the woman?
I will not take her on a gift on any man.
Truly, she must be given, or the marriage is not lawful.
Huh.
I'll proceed, I'll give
Good evening, good monsieur, what you call it.
Good man, will you, being of your breeding, be married under a bush like a beggar? Get you to church, where you can have a priest who can tell you what marriage is. This fellow will but join you together as they join wainscot, and in time, one of you will prove a sharp like panel, and like green timber, war.
I am not in the mind to be married of him, than of any other, for he is not like to marry me well, and not being well married would be a good excuse for me hereafter to leave my wife.
Good sir, I pray come with me and let me counsel thee.
Come, sweet Audrey, we must be married or we must live in bawdry. Farewell, good master Oliver, not, oh, sweet Oliver, oh, brave Oliver, wind away, be gonna say, I'll not be married with thee.
'Tis no matter. Now fantastical knave of them all shall flout me out of my calling.
Never talk to me, I will weep.
Do, I prithee, yet have the grace to consider that tears do not become a man.
But why did he swear he would come this morning, and comes not?
Nay, certainly there is no truth in him.
Not true in love?
When he is in, but I think he is not in.
You've heard him swear downright he was.
Was? Is not is? He attends here in the forest on the Duke your father.
I saw the Duke yesterday. Had much question with him. He asked me of what parentage I was. I told him I was as good as he. And so he laughed and let me go. Oh, but what talk were your fathers when there is such a man as Orlando?
Oh, that's a brave man. He writes brave verses, speaks brave words, swears brave oaths, and breaks them bravely. Oh, who comes here?
Mistress and master, you have oft inquired after the shepherd who complained of love, whom you saw sitting by me on the turf, praising the proud disdainful shepherdess that was his mistress.
Well, and what of him?
If you were to see a pageant truly played between the pale complexion of true love and the red glow of scorn and proud disdain, go hence a little, and I'll conduct you, if you shall mark it.
Oh, come, let us remove. The sight of lovers feedeth those in love. Bring us to this sight, and you shall say, I'll prove a busy actor in their play.
Sweet Phoebe.
Oh,
Phoebe, do not scorn me. Do not, Phoebe, say that you love me not, but not say so in bitterness. Oh, the common executioner, whose heart the custom sight of death makes hard, falls not the axe upon the humbled neck, but first begs pardon. Will you sterner be than he that dies and lives by bloody drop?
I will not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee.
Oh, dear Phoebe, if ever as that ever may be near that you find in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wounds invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time come not thou near me. And when that time comes, afflict me with thy mocks. Pity me not, for till that time I shall not pity thee. And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother that you insult, exalt, and all at once over the wretched? What though you have no beauty? As by my faith, I see no more in you than without candle may go dark to bed. Must you be therefore proud and pitiless? Why, what means this? Why do you look on me? No. You foolish shepherd. Wherefore do you follow her like foggy south-puffing wind and rain? You are 1,000 times a proper man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that makes this world full of ill-favoured children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her.
and out of you she sees herself more proper than any of her lineaments can show her. But, mistress, know yourself, down on your knees, and beg heaven fasting for a good man's love, for I must tell you friendly in your ear. Sell when you can, you're not for all market! Cry the man mercy, love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, but being foul to be a scoffer. So take her to thee, shepherd. Fare you well. Sweet youth, I pray you chide a year together. I would rather hear you chide than this man woo. He's fallen in love with your foulness, and she'll fall in love with my anger. If it be so, as fast as she answers thee with frowning looks, I'll sauce her with bitter words. Why look you so upon me? For no ill will, I beg you. I pray you do not fall in love with me, for I am falser than vows made in wine. Besides, I like you not. You? If you'll know my house, 'tis at the tuft of olives here hard by. Will you go, sister?
Yep.
Oh, shepherd. Ply her hard. Come, sister. Shepherdess, look on him better, and be not proud. Through all the world could see, none could be so abused as he. Come to our flock. Oh, dead shepherd, now I find thy sore of might. Whoever did love that loved not at first sight.
Oh, sweet Phoebe.
What sayest thou, Silvius?
Oh, sweet Phoebe, pity me.
I am sorry for thee, gentle Silvius.
Wherever sorrow is, relief would be. If you do sorrow at my grief and love, then by giving love, your sorrow and my grief were both extermined.
Thou hast my love, if not thy neighbourly.
Oh, I would have you.
Why, that were covetousness. Silvius, the time was that I hated thee, and it is not that I bear thee love. But since thou canst talk of love so well, thy company, which erst was irksome to me, I will now endure, and I'll employ thee too, but look for no further recompense than thine own gladness that thou art employed.
Oh, Phoebe. So holy and so perfect is my love, and I in such a poverty of grace, that I shall think it a most plenteous crop to glean the broken ears, after the man that the main reap harvest. Oh, for now, loose now and then for me a scattered smile, and that I'll live upon.
Knowest thou the youth that spoke to me a while?
Not very well, but I have met him oft. He hath bought the cottage and the bounds that the old Carlet once was master of.
Think not I love him, though I ask of him. 'Tis but a peevish boy. Though he talks well, but what care I for words? Though words do well when he that speaks them pleases those that hear. He's a pretty youth, but not very pretty. And sure, he is proud, and yet his pride becomes him. He's not very tall, yet for his years he is tall. His legs, but so, and yet 'tis well. There was a pretty redness in his lip. A little riper and more lusty red than that mixed in his cheek was just the difference betwixt the constant red and mingled tomatoes. Oh! There be some women, Silvius, had they marked him in parcels as I had, would have gone as near as to fall in love with him.
Phoebus.
But for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. Though I have more cause to hate him than to love him. For what did he do to chide at me? He says, mine eyes were black and mine hair was black, and now I am remembered. He scorned at me. Oh, I marvel why I answered not again. But all is one admittance is no quittance. I shall write him a very taunting letter, and thou shalt bear it. Wilt thou, Silvius?
Oh, Phoebe, with all my heart.
I prithee, pretty youth, let me be better acquainted with thee.
They say you're a melancholy fellow.
I am. It is good to be sad and say nothing.
Why then 'tis good to be a post.
Yes, I have gained that experience.
Yet your experience makes you sad. I would rather have a fool to make me merry than experience to make me sad and to travel for it too.
Good day and happiness, dear Rosalind.
Nay then, God be with you, and talk in blank verse.
Farewell, Monsieur Traveller. Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You, a lover, and you served me such another trick, never come in my sight more.
My fair Rosalind, I come within an hour of my promise. If you change your mind, I'm the first in line. Honey, I'm still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me know.
Nay, and you be so tardy. Come no more in my sight. I had as lief be wooed of a snail.
Of a snail?
Aye, of a snail. For though he comes slowly, he carries his house on his head. Come, woo me. Woo me. For now I'm in a holiday humour and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I were your very, very Rosalind?
Well, I would kiss. Before I spoke of...
Nay. You better speak first, and when you've travelled for latter matter you might take occasion to kiss. Very good orators when they are out, they spit. And lovers lacking God warn us matter the cleanliest shift is to kiss.
Well, how if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter. Am not I your Rosalind?
I take some joy to say that you are, because it's almost like I'm actually talking to her.
Well, in her person, I say. I will not have you.
Well then, in mine own person I die.
No, Faith, die by attorney. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and not a single man died in his own person videlicet in a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right, Rosalind, of this mind, for I protest her frown alone might kill me.
By this hand it will not kill a fly. But come. Now I'll be your Rosalind in a more common disposition. Ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Ooh. Love me, Rosalind.
Yes, faithful I, Fridays and Saturdays and
And
all.
wilt thou have me?
I and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
I hope so.
Why then can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hands, Orlando. What do you say, sister?
I cannot say the words.
You must begin. Will you?
Go to. Will you, Orlando, have to wife this Rosalind?
I will.
Aye, but when?
Why now, as fast as she can marry
Well,
us.
then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I might ask you for your commission, but I do take thee, Orlando, as my husband. As a girl goes before the priest, and certainly a woman's thoughts runs before her actions. Now tell me, how long would you have her after you possessed her?
Forever.
Oh, say a day without thee ever. I will be more jealous of thee than a Barbary cock pigeon over the moon, more clamorous than a parrot against wind, more newfangled than an ape, more giddy in my desires than a monkey. I'll weep for nothing like Diana in the fountain, and I'll do that when thou art disposed to be merry. I'll laugh like a hyena, and when thou art inclined to sleep.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she'll do as I do.
For these 2 hours, Rosalind, I will...
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
Must attend the Duke at dinner. By 2 o'clock, I will be with thee again.
Go your ways, go your ways. I knew that you would prove. My friends told me as much, and I thought no less. That flattering tongue of yours won me. 'Tis but one passed away, and so come death, 2 o'clock is your hour.
Why, sweet Rosalind?
By my troth, and in good earnest, and so God mend me, and by all pretty little oaths that are not dangerous, if you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind, that may be chosen out of the gross band of the unfaithful. Therefore, beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With no less religion if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. I sold you.
Well, time is the old justice that accepts all such offenders. And that time
You have simply misused our sex in your love crate. We must have your doublet and hose plucked over your head so the world can see what the bird hath done to her own nest.
Cuz. My pretty little cuz. Thou didst know how many fathom deep I am in love. I tell thee, Aliena, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. Go find a shadow and sigh till he come.
I'll sleep.
Aliena, tell me what's wrong. You're enchained by your own sorrow. In your eyes, there is no hope for tomorrow. How I hate to see you like this. There is no way you can deny it. I can see that you're oh so sad, so quiet. Aliena, tell me the truth. I'm a shoulder you can cry on. Your best friend, I'm the one you must rely on.
How say you now? Is it not past 2 o'clock, and here much Orlando?
I pray with pure love and troubled brain, he have ta'en his bow and arrows and gone forth to sleep.
My errand is to you, fair youth. Oh, my dear Phoebe. She did bid me give you this letter. I know not the contents, but as I guess by the waspish action and stern brow, which she did use as she was writing of it. Oh, it bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, but I'm as a guiltless messenger.
Odds my life! Her love is not the hare that I do hunt. Why writes she so to me? Will you hear the letter?
Oh, so please you. Yet, I've had enough of Phoebe's cruelty.
Art thou God to shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Ugh! Can a woman chide thus? Why thy Godhead laid apart, warrest thou with a woman's heart? Whiles the eye of man did woo me, that could do no vengeance to me. Whiles you chide me, I did love, how then might your prayers move? Heed the prince's love to thee, little knows his love in me. Ugh!
Oh, alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No, he deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman? What, so she can make thee an instrument and play false strains upon thee, not to be endured? Well, go your ways to her, for I see love hath made thee a tame snake, and say this to her, that if she love me, I charge her to love thee. If she will not, I will never have her, unless thou entreat for her. If you be a true lover, and hence not a word. Look, for here comes more company.
Ah, good morrow.
Fair ones.
Pray you, if you know, where in the purliest of these forests stands a sheep-bridge fenced about with olive trees.
West of this place down in the nave bottom, but at this hour the house doth keep itself, there's none within.
If that an eye may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description? Such garments and such years? The boy is of female favour and bestirs himself like a ripe sister. The woman is low and browner than her brother. Are you not the owners of the house that I did inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both, and to that youth he calls his Rosalind. He sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Some of my shame, if you'll know of me what man I am and how and why this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left with a promise to return again within an hour, and pacing through the forest, chewing on the food of sweet and bitter fancy, look what befell. He threw his eye aside and marked what object had presented itself, under an old oak whose boughs were mossed with age and high top bulbed with dry antiquity. A wretched, ragged man, overgrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. A lioness with others, all drawn dry, lay couching head on ground with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir. This seen Orlando did approach the man and found that it was his brother. His elder brother.
Oh, I have heard him speak of that same brother, but did render him the most unnatural that lived amongst men.
Well, he might so do. Well, I know he was unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him their food to be sucked in hungry lioness?
Twice did he turn his back and purpose so, but kindness nobler ever than revenge, and nature stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle to the lioness, who quickly fell before him, in which hurtling from miserable slumber, I awaked.
Are you his brother?
Wast you he rescued?
Was you that so oft contrived to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not. I do not shame to tell you what I once was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes being the thing that I am.
But for the bloody napkin.
Upon his arm the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled, and now he cried and fainting upon Rosalind.
Oh, Ganymede, sweet Ganymede!
Many do swoon when they look on blood.
I would I were at home.
There is more in it. Cousin Ganymede.
Be of good cheer, youth. You're a man. You lack a man's heart.
I do so, I confess it. Ah, sirrah, our body would think this was well counterfeit. I assure you, tell your brother how well I counterfeit. Hi-ho!
This was not counterfeit. I mean, there's too great testimony in your complexion that it was a passion of earnest.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
I pray you lead thither. Will you take him by the arm?
That will I, for I must bear answer back how you excuse my brother, Rosalind.
I'll devise something.
We shall find a time, Audrey. Patience, gentle Audrey. But Audrey, there's a youth here in the forest that lays claim to you.
Aye, I know who 'tis. He hath no interest in me in the world, though. Look, here comes the man you mean.
Oh, it is meat and drink for me to see a clown. We that have good wit have much to answer for. We must be flouting we cannot hold.
Good evening, Audrey.
Yeah, good evening.
And good evening to you too, sir.
Good evening, friend. Cover thy head, nay, prithee be covered. How old are you, friend?
5 and 20, sir.
A ripe age. Is thy name William?
William, sir.
Fair name. Was thou born here in the forest?
Aye, sir. I thank God.
Thank God, a good answer. Art? Rich.
Faith, sir. So-so.
So-so is good, very good, very excellent good. And yet it is not. It is but so-so. Art? Wise?
Aye, sir. I have a pretty wit.
Well, thou dost say as well. I now do remember a saying. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows him to be a fool. You do love this maid.
I do, sir.
Give me your hand. Art learned.
No, sir.
Then learn this of me, to have is to have. You clown, abandon in which the vulgar is leave, the society of which the boorish is company, of this female of which the common is woman, which together is abandon, the society of this female, or clown, thou perishest, or to thy better understanding, diest, to it I kill thee, make thee away, translate thy life into death, thy liberty into bondage. I will deal with thee in steel, poison, or bastinado. I will bandy thee in faction. I will overrun thee with policy. I will kill thee 150 ways. Therefore tremble and depart.
Do, good, William.
God rest you, Mary, sir.
Oh, shut up.
Honey, honey, how you thrill me. Honey, honey. Honey, honey, nearly kill me. Honey, honey.
Our master and mistress seeks you. Come away.
Trip, Audrey, trip, I attend.
Is it possible on so little acquaintance you should like her?
Neither call the giddiness of it in question, the poverty of her, the small acquaintance, my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting, but say with me, I love Aliana. Say with her that she may love me. Say with us both that we may enjoy each other. It shall be to your good, for my father's house and all the revenue that was old Sir Roland's will I estate upon you. And here live and die shepherd.
You have my consent. Let your wedding be tomorrow. Thither will I invite the Duke and all contented followers. Go you and prepare, Aliana. Oh, for look, here comes my Rosalind.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It is my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
Wounded it is, but in the eyes of a lady.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, and greater wonders than that.
Oh, I know where you are, Nate, 'tis true, for your brother and my sister no sooner met but they looked. No sooner looked but they loved. No sooner loved but they sighed. No sooner sighed but they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason but they sought the remedy. And in these degrees they made a pair of stairs to marriage, which they will climb incontinent, or else being incontinent before marriage. They are in the very wrath of love, and they will together. Clubs cannot part them.
They shall be married tomorrow, and I'll bid the Duke to the nuptial. Know how bitter a thing it is to look into happiness through another man's eyes. The more shall I tomorrow be at the height of heart heaviness, for thinking my brother happy in having what he wishes for.
Why then tomorrow I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind?
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. If you do love Rosalind so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, when your brother marries Aliana, shall you marry her?
Speakest thou in sober meaning?
Oh, by my life I do, which I tender dearly. Therefore put you in your best array, bid your friends, for if you shall be married tomorrow you will, and to Rosalind if you shall. Oh, look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Youth, you have done me much ungentleness by reading aloud the letter I've writ to you.
It is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are here followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him. Love him. He worships you. Good shepherd, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
Love? Love is to be all made of sighs and tears. Oh, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman!
Oh, love is to be all made of faith and service. And so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman!
Oh, love is to be all made of fantasy, all made of passion, wishes. Love is adoration, duty, and observance. Oh, it is all humbleness, patience, and impatience. Love is purity, trial, and obedience. Oh, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman!
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Why do you speak to why blame you me to love you?
Well, to her that is not here, nor doth not hear.
Oh, I pray you know more of this. 'Tis like the howling of Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you if ever I marry woman. And I shall be married tomorrow. Yes. I will please you if I will ever please man, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will please you if what contents you pleases you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind meet, as you love Phoebe meet, and as I love no... Oh. Woman! I'll meet. I've left you commands. Fare you well.
Oh, I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
Come, brothers! Come, sisters! Ah! Orlando!
Yes, my lord.
Dost thou believe that the boy can do all that he hath promised?
I sometimes do believe and sometimes do not. For those that fear, they hope, and know they fear.
Well, patience once more, whilst our compact is urged. You say that if I bring in your Rosalind, you'll bestow her on Orlando here?
That's what I had our kingdoms to give with her.
And you say that you'll have her if I bring her?
That were I of all kingdoms king.
And Phoebe, you say that you'll have me if I will?
That would I, should I die the hour after.
But if you do refuse to marry me, you'll give yourself to this most faithful shepherd?
So is the bargain.
And Silvius, you say that you'll have her if she refuse me?
Although to have her and death were both one thing.
Well, I promise to make all this matter even. Keep your word, O Duke, to give your daughter. You yours, Orlando, to receive his daughter. Keep your word, Phoebe, that you'll have me, or else refusing me, to wed this shepherd. And keep your word, Silvius, that you'll have Phoebe if she refuse me. And from hence I go, to make these doubts all even.
Do remember in this shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favour.
My lord, the first time I saw him, I thought he was brother to your daughter.
Today's the day, Audrey! Today we shall be married!
Well, I do desire it with all my heart. And it's no dishonest desire to be a woman of the world.
Good my lord, here comes a pair of beasts, which in all tongues are called fools.
Salutations and greetings to you all.
This is the fool I have so often met in the forest.
If any man doubt that, let him be put to my purgation. I have trod a measure, I have flattered a lady, I have been smooth with my friend and politic with mine enemy. I've undone 3 tailors, have had 4 quarrels, and have like to afford 1.
Good my lord, like him well.
I like him very well.
Got ill Jew, sir. I desire you of the like. I press in here amongst the rest of the country copulatives to swear and to forswear his marriage binds and blood breaks. A poor virgin, sir. An ill-favoured thing, sir, but yet mine own. A poor humour of mine, sir, to take that no man else will. As rich honesty dwells like a miser in a poorhouse, as your pearl in a foul oyster.
By my faith, it's very swift and sententious.
He's as good at anything and yet a fool.
He uses his folly like a stalking horse, and under the presentation of that, shoots his wit.
Love me or leave me, make your choice, but believe me, I love you. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do.
Good Duke, receive thy daughter. Hymen from heaven has brought her. Ye brought her hither that thou might take hands with his, whose heart within his bosom is.
To you I give myself, for I am yours.
What?
To you I give myself, for I am yours.
There be truth in sight. You are my daughter.
If there be truth inside, you are my Rosalind.
If sight and shape be true, why then, my love, you. What? Stop it! I'll have no father if you be not he. I'll have no husband if you be not he. Nor never wed woman if you be not she!
Peace ho! Peace ho! I bar confusion. 'Tis I must make conclusion of these most strange events. Here is 8 that must take hands to join in Hymen's bands if truth holds true contents. You and you, no cross shall part. You and you, a heart in heart. You to his love must accord, or have a woman to his lord. You and you are sure together as the winter to a foul weather. Whiles a wedlock hymn we sing, feed yourselves with questioning, that wonder reason may diminish, how thus we met, and these things finish.
Love me or leave me, make your choice, but believe me, I love you. I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. I can't conceal it, don't you see, can't you feel it, don't you too? I do, I do, I do, I do, I do.
Hey ho!
Brother!
How have you been? May I have audience for a moment or two? I am the second son of old Sir Rowland de Boys, that bring these tidings to this fair assembly. Duke Frederick, hearing how that every day men of great worth resorted to this forest, addressed a mighty power, which were on foot in his own conduct, purposely to take his brother here and put him to the sword. And to the edge of this wild wood he came, where, meeting with an old religious man, after some question with him, was converted both from his enterprise and the world, his crown bequeathing to his banished brother, and all the lands restored to them again that were with him exiled. This to be true. I do engage my life.
Welcome, 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 young man. We shall share the good of our returned fortune, according to the measure of their estates, of course. Meantime, forget this fallen dignity and return to our rustic revelry. play music, and you brides and bridegrooms all, heaped in the measure's joy to the measure's fall.
Now, will I ever learn? I don't know how, but I suddenly lose control. There's a fire within my soul. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, mamma mia, here I go again. My, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again? Why, just how much I missed you. Yes, I've been broken hearted, blue since the day we parted. Why, did I ever let you go? Mamma mia, now I really know. Why, I could never let you go. About the things that you do, I can't count all the times that I've told you we're through. Oh, when you go, when you slam the door, I think you know that I won't be away too long. You know that I'm not that strong. Just one look and I can hear a bell ring. One more look and I forget everything. Whoa, mamma mia, here I go again. Why, how can I resist you? Mamma mia, does it show again? Why, just how much I miss you. Yes, I've been broken hearted.